Hello YouTube, this is Disaster Clasher here, and this is the 8th episode of our Push to Champion series as a Town Hall 9. And we have a couple raids from the Masters range. At this point in the series, I kind of stalled out a little bit. I would lose occasional raids in this area just because I would get careless. And yeah, so this video has a lot of raids in the same range, and I spent quite a bit of time here, farmed up a lot of loot. I mean, I got to the point where I was like, I'm failing all these raids, I might as well just farm up some loot. So we're going to be watching some replays from my from what was going on then, and this is quite a bit of a long video, so in case you do notice it, I did speed up the recordings just a little bit. You probably won't notice it, but just enough to make it so it's not like a 20-minute video. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into this video. In this raid, I'm already at 44%, and I'm just dropping my heroes. And I was going for loot at this point because heroes can usually clutch 44 to 50%, no problem. So my king is getting 48%. That queen's gonna take that elixir and make it 50%. She's gonna get the dark elixir, and basically my goal there was to get a little bit of loot out of the raid as well. Not only trophies, which I got like maybe 9 or so. So this raid is over, and let's move on to the next one. Actually, I only got 4 trophies. That's pretty bad. I don't know why I would go for that other than loot. But yeah, we're going to be looking at this Town Hall 9 now, and as you can see, this Town Hall 9 is better than my base, and it is mostly level 9 walls, almost all level 9 walls. He's been working pretty hard on this base. So I lured the clan castle troops with a little group of balloons. I guess I decided they weren't that important to take out because I started dropping my more balloons over here, but I put all these minions over at the bottom underneath the replay sign. Oh, wonderful recording here. But yeah, so the minions take out the clan castle troops, and we're at 27%, which it doesn't look like we're at 27%, to be honest. I would have never said we're at 27%, because it does not look like we have very much percentage at all. But it's going to be pretty easy. We're dropping a couple more balloons to the top. Also can't see that. I'm just wonderful at recording on this replay. But yeah, so we're going to drop some balloons and minions up there. We're out of our normal troops, and we're at 46%. And we're just going to let the heroes go in there and try and grab a 2-star. Because up here, if you find a Town Hall 9 and you're a Town Hall 9 yourself, you need to 2-star with Balloonian. Because you just need those trophies. And I have the king tanking for the queen, taking all the expo damage. And the queen's going to turn on the Town Hall. We're at 53%, already at the 1st star. And basically the king is going to take all the damage. And the expos aren't even going to think about her until the Town Hall is dead. Even now, actually, she is out of range of both of the expos, as the king is sitting there dumbfounded that he got shot down. We're basically going to watch the queen take out these elixir storages, which had nothing in them, so I'm not sure why I sat around waiting. I guess I thought she was going to take out that expo and maybe get some dark elixir, but that did not happen. So that was 13 trophies for a 2-star. Very nice little reward for raiding in that fashion. So this one, you can see right off the bat, I put them in that little hole just for the fun of it, and there's all these Teslas down there, which is a pain in the ass a little bit. So we're sending in the balloons on the left side. I only put 1 over there, didn't quite make it, so I just doubled up, put 2 in, 1 to tank, 1 to take out that archer tower. And now we're going to spread out some minions to just take out the free structures. I don't know why I'm playing with the chat. I have a tendency to do that while I'm recording, because I guess I forget I'm recording and I'm not supposed to be, you know, talking to my clan and stuff. But I might do that. You might see little messages pop up, people I'm texting, you know, Snapchat and stuff. That could happen. But back on topic. So we're attacking from the top of the base. We're at 27% now. We're out of balloons, but we still have a lot of minions, and we're just going to be kind of putting them near wherever the loot is. So we put them by the elixir collectors on the right side, and now we're putting them on the gold mines on the bottom, and they're going to get us to probably about 47 to 49%, oh, 48%, and now we're just probably going to drop the queen on the top, or we're going to go for those gold storages, I'm not sure. We dropped that minion over there to get a little tiny bit of gold, but there's 4 gold storages right here, and I guess I forgot my heroes are just barely over level 10, which is pretty weak heroes. So they don't get anywhere near that gold. If I had level 40, I might have 2-starred this base. You never know. But my heroes are kind of baby heroes, so they did not get anywhere close to that gold. I don't know what I was thinking, but that happened. So let's move on to the next raid. We're just going to be flying through these raids, guys. So this one has more full collectors, and this is a slightly common base. You do see this base quite a bit up here. It is pretty reasonably common. I mean, it's not amazingly common, but it is reasonably common up here in the realm of Masters League. So basically, we're just going to be doing the same old thing, dropping a couple balloons on each archer tower, and you'll notice that all the buildings that can possibly hit my balloons and minions are actually on the outside of the base, so that does make it a little bit more difficult, but in turn it keeps all the expos out of the attack by keeping them in the center of the base. So that is an upside and a downside of attacking this base. So the upside is the expos are not a factor in the base even if they're up, and the downside is then I have to deal with not only just archer towers and wizard towers but also the air defenses. So that is one more thing shooting down my loons. But yeah, we're at 37%. We have 7 balloons and 16 minutes left. I believe we're probably going to go from the left side, and I was correct. I could not remember this raid perfectly, but we're just going to send in a couple more balloons to try and take out all these defenses. And now all of those defenses on the left side are home free, perfectly untouched, easy to get, and we're going to get ourselves up to about 45%, 47% or so. We're at 45. They're going to get that mortar and maybe that cannon, and then we're just gonna, yeah, they're gonna get that cannon. We're at 47, and now the queen just has to clutch out 2 buildings, and we can end the battle. So we're gonna put the king down here and the queen up at the top, just to try and get a little bit of loot out of this base. Get some dark elixir to pay for those minions. Get some elixir to pay for the balloons, and we got almost all the elixir. So I'd say that's a pretty nice raid. And we're already 7 minutes in, guys, and there's still a couple more raids. I told you this is gonna be a pretty long video, but next base, this one, all the air defenses are centralized. Really, all we're going to have to deal with on this base are a couple of archer towers and then those Teslas, pesky Teslas at the bottom. So all of the other structures that can kill us are mostly in the inside, so we don't have to take out quite as many defenses to get to the percentage points. Now, this one didn't really have much loot. I think it was an 11 trophy offer, so that must be why I attacked it. That is pretty much the only reason I would attack a base. When I am in Masters, which you have to remember, guys, if you have watched my first video, I do mention that these recordings have been saved up over time. So I did these recordings a long time ago, and spoiler alert, I'm already in Champions League, so I kind of have more experience than at these attacks. But so there. Now I completely forget what my train of thought was, but that's alright. We're at 54%. Oh yeah, that's right. I only go for bases if they have if it has to be over a 21 trophy offer. So I have to get at least 7 trophies out of a 1-star for me to attack it, or it has to be an insane loot raid like this one. And this one, the expos were down, but the Inferno towers were up. So that was I wasn't sure if those Inferno towers were gonna die or not, so I decided to just attack it normally, considering all the loot was in the collectors. Usually when I find a dead base with the Inferno towers and the expos dead, I will just make a line of balloons and send them all the way in and get a 2-star. But since the Infernos were up and the heroes were up and such, I didn't want to risk failing that, because I have done that before. Pretty pitiful that I lost against a dead base, but it happens. I do have weak heroes and stuff like that, but we're getting all that loot at the bottom of the base. We already have about 400,000 loot, and there is more to come. Now we're attacking the top of the base, already at 30%. Gonna take out that archer tower, and the minions are just picking off buildings. 40%. There is 3 collectors in that little square at the top left, and then there's 2 gold mines over on the right, and we're going to send in our clan castle to take over those gold mines on the right. And they don't go for the last one, but that's alright. I think we're going to send in the queen over by those 3 buildings in that little square on the left side, and the king over on this gold mine. He's going to one-shot that. We're already at 500,000 loot plus loot bonuses, which this is before they increase the loot bonuses up here. If you guys didn't know about that, in the higher leagues they increase the loot bonuses. I would assume you know that if you're watching this video. But yeah, so the queen is going to just pretty much take that dark elixir drill and get shot by the enemy queen. And that's the end of the raid. So 5 seconds left. Oh, I dropped a lightning spell on those storages, which did absolutely nothing because we already had all the elixirs. So I should have known that all the loot was out of that base. But that's alright. Let's move on to the what I think is the final raid. And this base is pretty spread out. Expos won't be a factor. Air defenses are in odd positions. I mean, this is just a random base, and I like to attack these because mainstream bases, they are set up to fight off different strategies. A lot of these bases, you can attack them without issues, and that's why I like to attack them. I also like those southern teaser bases, and I have shown them in raids before. Maybe you guys have seen them, but they are those bases that have like all the buildings in one big square, and then they have like 3 layers of walls around the entire top side of the base. I like attacking those because there's a lot of free buildings at the top to create a buffer zone, so you can send in like 4 balloons, take out an air defense, and then you already have 30% off the top of the base, and then you just need to do a full-on rush attack off the bottom. But getting off topic a little bit, back onto this base we're attacking now. We're at 25%. We're already out of troops. We're at 30%, and we have 4 minions, heroes, and clan castle left, and a lightning spell. So actually, they took out a lot of buildings. We're at 38%, and like I've mentioned in other videos, if you get to 40% and you still have your clan castle, heroes, and a lightning spell, you can 90% of the time clutch out a win. And I'm actually having an issue with that right now because I decided to upgrade my Barb King to 15. Yet again, remember that I am recording this once I'm already in champion, and this is quite a bit in the past that these videos are occurring. But we're at 43%, and all we need to do is drop our heroes. I want to get that king as far away from that enemy archer queen as possible because she is going to go after my Barb King, and the queen is going to pretty much clutch it out. There you go. Actually, she's not going to get this cannon. She's not strong enough. Actually, she will. She clutched it out. Look at that. So that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.